Hello guys, in today's video, we're gonna check out the best camera for photography this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I've tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and many more. To find out more information about these photography cameras, you can check out the description below. If you want to get a best quality photography camera according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. At the first position of our list, we have Fujifilm X-T4. It isn't a full-frame camera, but the Fujifilm X-T4 is the best APS-C camera we've ever tested. And right now, it offers the best blend of features, size, and value for most photographers. The X-T4 builds on the Fujifilm X-T3's impressive foundation by adding in body image stabilization, IBIS, faster burst shooting, and some successful design tweaks. Adding to its all-rounder skills are a bigger battery, which keeps it going for 500 shots per charge, and some improved autofocus, which is fast and reliable in most scenarios. The X-T4's 26 MP APS-C sensor remains class-leading for stills photography, but the X-T4 is also a superb video camera. The IBIS is a big bonus here, and the X-T4 backs that up with a huge range of tools and a great shooting experience, including a fully articulating touchscreen. It might cost the same as many full-frame cameras, but the X-T4 and its fine range of X-series lenses make a great, smaller alternative for those looking for a mirrorless all-rounder. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Canon EOS R6. While the Canon EOS R5 is overkill for most people, the EOS R6 is a more affordable full-frame alternative that is simply one of the best cameras for photography around today. If you already own one of Canon's early mirrorless full-framers like the EOS R, or any of its DSLRs, this is a more than worthy upgrade. The EOS R6 brings best-in-class autofocus, a superb in-body image stabilization system, and burst shooting powers that mark it out as a very fine camera for wildlife or sports photography. Despite its ability to shoot 4K/6 type video, the EOS R6 lacks options like the ability to DCI 4K and has overheating limitations compared to video-focused rivals like the Sony A7R IV, making it better suited to stills photographers. But for photography, it's an excellent, if pricey option that delivers hugely impressive autofocus, handling, and features that make it one of the best options around for anyone who needs a full-frame camera. The number 3 position is held by Canon EOS R5. If you see the Canon EOS R5 as a pro stills camera with some impressive video features, then it's one of the best the photography giant has ever made. There's no doubt it has video limitations compared to a rival like the Sony A7R IV, particularly for shooting longer clips. But for anyone looking to shoot mind-blowing stills in almost any situation, whether that's wildlife or studio work, it's a hugely impressive achievement. Particularly worth of mention is the EOS R5's autofocus, which offers very accurate and reliable subject detection and tracking, particularly when it comes to people or animals. You also get a superb 5.76 million pixel EVF, a body design that will be comfortably familiar to those coming from DSLRs, and the ability to shoot bursts at 12fps with the mechanical shutter, or 20fps, the electronic equivalent. The video performance, while limited to relatively short bursts, remains superior to the likes of the Nikon Z7 and Sony A7R IV, with a growing collection of albeit pricey RF lenses. The Canon EOS R5 is the next-gen mirrorless camera that pro photographers have been waiting for. Next at number 4 we have Nikon Z6 II. The Nikon Z reigned as the king of this list for a long time, and while the Z6 II is only a modest successor, it should definitely be on the short list of anyone who's looking for a full-frame camera. The Z6 continues to offer great value, but we think the Z6 II is just about worth the extra cost if you can afford it. Its additional Speed 6 processor brings a host of improvements, including new 14th burst mode up from 12fps on the Z6, and some handy autofocus boost, particularly for animal eye/face detection. You also get an extra Z2 card slot, which joins the existing XQD/C Express slot, and a firmware update has delivered a new 4K/6 type video mode. The 24MP full-frame BSI CMOS sensor performs well at high ISOs and the Z6 II has class-leading build quality that feels more substantial in the hand than its rivals. The number 5 position is held by Fujifilm X-10. It's hard to think of another camera that offers the same blend of size, performance, affordability, and charm as the Fujifilm X-10. For both hobbyists and pros looking for a small mirrorless camera, it's an excellent option that covers all the bases for both stills and video. You get a tried and tested 26.1 MP APS-C sensor, the same as the one in the Fujifilm X-T4. See above, and impressively for a camera this small, and body image stabilization, IBIS. This feature, which helps you preserve image quality while shooting handheld, can also be found in some small Sony and Olympus cameras, but none of those offer the X-10's excellent handling or range of features. It has a handy vari-angle screen, great build quality, and shoots impressive 4K video. Pair it with a prime lens and you have a fine travel or street camera. Thanks to X-10's large grip, though, it'll also match nicely with longer lenses as well. The number 6 position is dominated by Sony A7R IV. Landscape photographers often demand megapixels, dynamic range, and weatherproofing, and the Sony A7R IV ticks all of those boxes in style. Its 61MP sensor delivers incredible detail, and you can bump up that resolution with its pixel shift mode. Not that it's only comfortable shooting spectacular scenery, you also get Sony's excellent face and IAF tracking for human subjects. A deep grip makes the A7R IV comfortable to use during long days out in the field, while the weather sealing is a big step up from the A7R III. You also get a bright, sharp 5.76 million dot electronic viewfinder, although the touchscreen controls are a bit more limited than more recent Sony cameras like the A7S III. Still, this doesn't stop the A7R IV from being the most desirable in its class, and it even shoots decent video, albeit with some rolling shutter. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Nikon Z50. Looking for a smaller, more affordable version of the full-frame Nikon Z6 II for travel and everyday photography. The Z50 fits the bill and is an excellent entry into mid-range APS-C cameras from Nikon. Its sibling, the Nikon ZFC, is a better choice for fans of retro styling. But the Z50 is particularly suitable for those looking to upgrade from a Nikon DSLR due to its large, deep grip. The Z50 produces great photos and has the same excellent autofocus system as the Nikon Z6. This works very well for static subjects, but can't quite match the performance of something like the Sony A6400 when it comes to sports and action. Still, with an impressive viewfinder and tilting touchscreen, the Z50 is a great camera for photography, and it is compatible with older f-mount lenses via optional adapter, along with Nikon's newer Z-mount glass. The number 8 position is held by Fujifilm X100V. On paper, the Fujifilm X100V shouldn't make sense. A compact camera style like something from the 1950s, with a fixed 23mm/2 lens and a premium price tag. Yet the model's predecessors have become iconic among street photographers, and the X100V follows in their spirit. Understated and timeless, there's something very special about that compact retro body. The X100V keeps what works, only tweaking what it needs to. There's now a very handy tilting touchscreen and a weather-resistant body, although you need to add a filter to the lens to get full weather sealing. The series fixed aperture lens setup has always been fantastic for street and portrait photography, and the results are only better now that Fujifilm's added a new 26.1 MP APS-C sensor paired with the latest X processor 4. Autofocus is faster, noise control better, and image quality improved. Sure, it's niche and certainly not cheap, but there's nothing else quite like it. Next at number 9, we have Nikon Z7 II. It's not a huge leap forward from the Nikon Z7, but then the Z7 II didn't really need to be. With a blend of subtle but important upgrades, including improved autofocus and a deeper buffer, this full-frame mirrorless camera is a very fine choice, particularly if you're making the move from an older Nikon DSLR. The Z7 II combines Nikon's signature handling with an excellent 45.7 MP full-frame sensor, which is the same as the one we loved in its predecessor. This means you get class-leading dynamic range, sharp edge-to-edge detail, and a handy 19MP APS-C crop mode for sports or wildlife shooting. Some rivals may offer more in the way of video features and autofocus performance for action shots in particular, but the Nikon Z7 II brings internal 4K/6 type video and remains one of the best full-frame cameras you can buy today, with the Z Systems lens collection also slowly growing this year. Now is the time to make the switch from your DSLR. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Olympus OMD EM10 Mark IV. Looking for compact mirrorless camera to help develop your photographic skills? The OMD EM10 Mark IV is one of the best options around and offers great value considering its feature set. A useful flip-down touchscreen and good ergonomics make it a fine option for beginners who are moving up from a smartphone or compact camera. And because the M10 Mark IV is a micro four thirds camera, it has one of the biggest selections of lenses around, which means it's a model that can really grow with you. On the downside, it lacks a microphone or USB-C ports, and the autofocus lags a little behind rivals like the Sony A6100, see below. So while the latter is a better bet for sports or action shooting, the EM10 Mark IV is a more fun camera to use and is one of the few at this price point that bring in body image stabilization, a very handy bonus for handheld shooting. That's all for today. We upload camera accessories review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.